Dr. Edwards, the Longevity Doc. If you've recently been told you have prediabetes, I want you to pause for a moment. This is not a diagnosis of inevitability. This is an early warning sign, and in many cases it is reversible. Prediabetes means your blood sugar is running higher than optimal and your cells are becoming more resistant to insulin, the hormone that tells your cells to pull sugar in. But this is still a reversible stage. Your A1C reflects roughly the last 90 days of blood sugar patterns, which means the actions you take over the next 3 months can change your trajectory. Two leading bodies of diabetes medicine in the US, the American Diabetes Association and the American Association of Clinical Endocrinology, both recommend lifestyle changes as the first-line therapy for prediabetes, not as an afterthought. Not in conjunction with medications, they list lifestyle modifications as the primary treatment for prediabetes. That recommendation is grounded in large trials like the Diabetes Prevention Program. In that study, participants who lost about 7% of their body weight and exercised moderately for 150 minutes per week reduced their risk of developing type 2 diabetes by 58%. That is a substantial risk reduction. Even more important, those benefits persisted long term. But here's the detail I really want you to hear. Participants who exercise consistently, even without significant weight loss, still reduce their diabetes risk by 44%. Even if you don't lose weight, if you exercise consistently, you still significantly decrease your risk of diabetes. Movement alone improves insulin insensitivity. This is not just about the bathroom scale, it's about how your body processes glucose. Further research involving thousands of individuals showed that even a 1 to 9% weight loss improves diabetes risk. Every incremental reduction in body fat, particularly visceral fat around the abdomen, improves your metabolic function. For women in midlife, preserving and building muscle mass should be a priority. Muscle is metabolically active tissue. The more muscle you maintain, the more blood sugar is expended, and the more resilient your glucose metabolism becomes. Nutritionally, the American Association of Clinical Endocrinology recommends structured, sustainable eating patterns such as the Mediterranean-style diet. That means emphasizing non-starchy vegetables, legumes, intact whole grains, fish, olive oil, nuts, and adequate protein. Low glycemic foods help blunt post-meal glucose excursions. Very low-calorie diets are not necessary for most women to see meaningful improvements in blood glucose. You may also hear about supplements, berberine, chromium, curcumin. The evidence is mixed and inconsistent. They are not substitutes for foundational behaviors like resistance training, post-meal walking, adequate protein intake, sleep optimization, and stress regulation, particularly those under 60. Regarding medication, metformin is the only medication strongly recommended by the American Diabetes Association for select individuals with prediabetes, with a higher BMI, higher fasting glucose, A1C at or above 6.0, or a history of gestational diabetes. In trials, it reduced diabetes risk by about 31%. Metformin can be appropriate, but it is important to understand that medication only works while you take it. Lifestyle intervention changes the underlying physiology. And don't forget, metformin is not the first-line treatment for most people. Lifestyle changes are. So, wrapping things up, what does this mean practically? To improve your prediabetes, aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate movement per week. Incorporate resistance training at least twice weekly to stimulate muscle maintenance and growth. Walk 10 to 15 minutes after meals to blunt post-glucose spikes. Prioritize sleep, reduce refined carbohydrates, then reassess your labs after a full 90-day cycle, because that is how long it takes to see the true impact reflected in your A1C. Prediabetes reversal is not about extremes. It's about systematically improving insulin sensitivity. The governing bodies are clear, the data is consistent, and you have great power at this stage. If you want a structured, step-by-step roadmap, go to my bio or the discussion section below and download my free Reversing Prediabetes Without Dieting and Without Drugs toolkit. It is the first step towards implementing these changes safely and sustainably.